Welcome back, guys. Today I'm actually going to do a traditional Vietnamese dish with a spin on it. It's called Bo Luc Lac, or also known as shaking beef, but instead of having cubes of beef and you're eating with rice, we're just going to have a whole steak and you're going to have the Bo Luc Lac sauce poured over it. So essentially like how you eat a steak with a knife and fork. So we've got a Scotch fillet steak. You can use any steak you want, whatever cut you like, just go with that. Then we've got some oyster sauce, sesame oil, some salt, some sugar, some butter, onions and garlic. So to start off with, we can prep some of the sauce. So I've just got an onion and we'll just slice it. So you want it pretty thin. Like if you want to do it in dice, you can as well, but just something like that so you can break it all apart. So this will be the basis in your sauce. Then you've got some garlic as well, so you just crush it down. And this will be a part of your steak when you're cooking it. As you can see, there's a lot of butter, but butter is a key essential in this dish. The key to cooking a steak is, first thing is you buy it. If you're gonna cook it, let's just say at dinner time, take it out an hour to half an hour before to just take it to room temperature. And then next, you want to put a lot of salt. You want to season it. Like that. And then next, you want a really hot pan. So I've actually got this pan on going for a good 10-15 minutes. If you're going to do it in the kitchen, it's going to smoke it up a lot. So you probably turn on all your fans and all that, keep a window open, or if you can do it outside, I would recommend doing it outside. But as you can see, there's a lot of smoke. It's very hot, but you want it so you can get a good char on it and a good crust. So when you've got it, always put it, when you're placing a steak onto a pan, always put it facing away from you, because then, so the oil doesn't splash on you. So here we go. So I like to flip it every 15-20 seconds. And as you can see, it's creating a nice dark crust on it right now. Just go again. So I like to eat my steak rare, medium rare. So something this thick, probably 2-3 minutes on each side. So just constantly, every 2-3 minutes. I mean, every 15-20 seconds. As you see, it's got a nice crunchy crust on the outside. Probably do it maybe 1 to 2 more times. So now, the next thing I do is, it's a little secret where a lot of restaurants do with their steaks. I'll turn the heat off, or you can turn it down. Just add some garlic, but then add a lot of butter to it. And this is what is the secret to making a steak taste awesome. Just gotta baste it. You flip it onto the other side. It may look like a lot of butter, but I recommend it's worth it. The more the better. So that's basted all good. So it's pretty much ready, but a lot of people think, oh, this steak, it looks so good right now, you could eat it straight away, but it's actually really bad. Once you're done with a steak, you need to take it off. Either if you have like a wire rack or something, you need it to rest. You can put it on a wire rack, Or if not, you can just put it on top of a fork like this. The reason for this is when you're cooking a steak, the muscles are relaxed. So if you cut into it, all the juices would actually just come out of it and it will just suck. It won't taste nice. So this, you let it rest, let the muscle fibers contract a little bit to keep all the juices in. So you just let that. So we cooked it around, took like 3-4 minutes. So you rest, it takes around half the time, so 2-3 minutes to do that. So while that's resting, we can actually make the Bo Luc Lac sauce now. So in the same pan, you've got a lot of the butter and the meaty goodness. We'll just actually use that and just add onions to it. So imagine it now, we'll have a lot of the steak flavors into it mixed with the butter. Then we've got onions. Next, we'll add some oyster sauce. So you don't want it too strong, like a normal Bo Luc Lac, so you'll just probably go 1 tablespoon worth. Next up, the sesame oil, just a little bit because it can be a bit strong. And then next, some sugar, just to sweeten it up because the oyster sauce can be a bit strong. The sauce is actually, it's just shiny, glossy. When you smell it, it just smells like Bo Luc Lac right now. Cool, so the sauce is ready. Or if you want, you can reduce it a bit more, depending on how strong you want. The more you cook it, the stronger the flavors will get. So we'll try to reduce it a little bit more. Cool, so the sauce is ready, get a steak ready, so we just pop it on here. So it's rested. So it's got a nice crust on it and heavily inside, rare to medium rare. And then you've got the sauce. If you find the sauce a bit too strong, add a little bit of more water to it, or if you want, you can eat it with rice and all that. But there you go. There you go, and some sprinkle on some crispy shallots as well. Give it a bit more texture. And pretty much so there. It's not Bo Luc Lac, but it's more my version where it's very buttery, but it also has the essence of it. So here you go, steak with, I guess, Kha's Bo Luc Lac sauce.